On this video, I'm going to be taking a deeper dive into Zora coin and see what's happening in this market because this coin had a huge down day today. Going to be talking about what some scenarios are on both the upside and downside. Okay, so let's go ahead and come to this chart here. This is the daily time frame. I want to do a recap of what happened to Zora since the last time I've talked about it. Last time I talked about it, I said there was a double bottom here. Okay, that did not hold, right? Double bottoms are bullish patterns that has a higher chance of breaking to the upside. You guys can verify that with any AI bot or Google, right? That did not break to the upside. Okay, that did not hold um, because it's all probabilities game here, right? Even though some of these patterns, even though these patterns have a higher chance of going in one direction, you also have to mind the downside risk because that could happen. Now, let's go ahead and invalidate that double bottom scenario. All right, and see what we're looking at here. Now, since the invalidation of that double bottom scenario, Zora is still running within this falling wedge pattern that I've talked about last time. It's still running within this range, okay? And let's go ahead and move this measure move down along this upward trend line here. Now, falling wedges have a higher chance of breaking to the upside. Of course, you have to mind the downside risk as well. And let's just say if it breaks to the upside, I'm going to try to be as exact as possible. Let's just say if it breaks to the upside by this point here, for example, it doesn't have to. Price target is going to be about 12 cents, a little over 12 cents for Zora USDT here. Now, price targets are estimates only. There could be more, there could be less. A lot of it is going to depend on what happens with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin has been having quite a bit of it did not have a good week last week, okay? I talked about Bitcoin earlier today in a more detailed video, and that it could be looking like it is more bullish from here. And I gave out the reasons why. I think you guys should definitely check that out because I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin. Um, so I'll link you guys at the end of this video. I am long on Bitcoin. I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here. So my opinions on this market right now is still bullish. But these are just my opinions and not financial advice. You have to form your own opinions and strategies, okay? Now let's go ahead and come back to the daily time frame here. We have quite a bit of resistance that's that's going to be the daily moving averages now. Okay, the daily 21 SMA, which is the blue line, daily 50 SMA, which is the gray line above this falling wedge pattern. Let's take a look into a higher time frame here. I want to show you guys why I think the current level for Zora is important. On this weekly time frame, it is on the weekly moving average, basically. Slightly below it, but I would still consider that to be in the range of the weekly 21 SMA, which is currently at about 4.7 cents. The blue line here that has appeared not too long ago, and that's a very important moving average, as well as the 3-day 50 SMA, which the price action is still on. Very important to be paying attention to these moving averages right now because if you start getting solid candle closes below them, that's not going to be good for Zora because that means that they're going to become resistance. Right now, they're still support. So on a shorter time frame, it's also very important to be paying attention to some possible reversal scenarios because if you take a look into the 4-hour time frame on the RSI here, it's very oversold. It's at a reading of 20. So could this be, consolidating with possible reversal? I mean, it could happen, right? That's usually what I would see if I see a very oversold RSI. So this is basically what I'm seeing for Zora. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing any more of Zora by dropping a like, comment, subscribe. or any other coins in this market, I'll pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis. I'll see you on the next one.